okay, we're back. We're back. Should be back. We should be back here. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna do a quick soundtrack. Okay, no, we're good. All right, friends. I'm back. We're back. Zelda and I are back, hanging out, doing some game dev stuff tonight. Not gonna be going too ham with things. Gonna keep it chill. Gonna keep it relaxed. Going to be working on some codes, some coding. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna work on the logic between zones and how that all works together. Normally we have generic zones and non-generic zones in the game. Generic zones are zones in which pretty much everything in them are assets that come from this pool that we just enable and position, and we're able to like go zone to zone like really quick because all of the assets are already loaded and everything's all set. Then we have non-generic ones which have more like scripted logic in them and more unique assets that aren't normally pooled, so we load them separately, and those still use the pooled objects when they can, but basically there's one scene that's a generic scene that's empty and that everything in it is configured dynamically, and then we have non-generic scenes which are just the things that are unique that don't have that generic stuff in it. So we're going to be working on that today. Mostly we're going to be coding, and because of that I have the soundtrack of the game going. And yeah, no, we have about like 35 minutes or 40 minutes of soundtrack music for the game now, just playing through. And it's gonna be longer in a little while here because we're still writing songs. I mean, we're gonna be writing songs for a long time, but for this pre-release soundtrack that's gonna be done by August, it's gonna be on Spotify. We're also gonna have a vinyl pressed. That's gonna be available sometime in August, maybe September. The vinyl, anyways. The Spotify will go up pretty much immediately once we have the final OST, not final OST, but the final preview OST done. It'll be on Spotify, and so I'll be putting that out for people to listen to because I think it's pretty rad. Yeah, and we're trying to do that in time for Anime New York City, which is going to be cool because that is an event I've been looking forward to quite a bit for a while now, and we only got 60 days left. Just crazy, very crazy. I really have to hustle because we got to make this demo in time for it, and there's a lot to do still. There's quite a bit to do. But yeah, this is really gonna be a chill stream. I'm just gonna be coding, talk a little bit to what I'm doing, but mostly just noise in the background for other developers, people studying, just want stuff in the background, people who want to see what's going on. But I'm not gonna get to too much gameplay stuff today, just a lot of coding to get these zones working. We might end up working on some of the camera work going between zones, like the Cinema Machines for that. And Bella's making biscuits on my arm right now. Oops. By all means, if you're coming by, say hi. Say hello in the chat. Be a good time. Just hanging out today. I actually might play some games later. I might. We haven't done a horror gaming stream in a while, you know? Never finished Silent Hill, and you know what I really want to do? I want to get the I want to do the DLC for Resident Evil Village sometime, because that's another thing that I just never got to. Always wanted to. Love the Resident Evil games. Always have. Okay. Okay, I think I got everything all set up here how I need to. Well, looks like we got an ad starting on Twitch, but oh well. Like I said, nothing too crazy happening today. We're just hanging out. We are just hanging out. Okay. I've spent too much time not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's go. Alright, so all starts in the zone passage here. In the zone passage, that is the thing that checks that on trigger enter. So what we have here is ensure the player character is the object entering the passage, and they're not script controlled. So that second part is important because so you can say that script controlled usually means they're entering the passage and they're script walking into the zone. And we don't obviously don't want to trigger the zone, the passage when we're entering the passage, right? So yeah. Okay, so what we do is we instantly halt the player. Here's the to-do transition of passage camera I was talking about earlier. We might do that later, but first we want to make sure the zone stuff's actually working. How was that audio balance? Let's real quick and just check it. Audio balance. Let's real quick and just check it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I recently redid all of my audio stuff on stream, but I think everything will be a lot more even now, which is good. Because before it was all tied to how things were balanced on my end, but now it's specifically balanced for stream, and then I can continue to tweak my levels over here, and it doesn't change over there. Makes it better for me to do whatever I need to do on my side all the time, but also makes it harder to know if things sound good out there. Okay, so what happens next? Move player slightly into the direction of the passage. So this is, as we were saying, this is because we are entering a passage and not, or well, we're exiting through a passage rather than exiting from and entering. What am I trying to say? We are not exiting through a passage, we are entering from a passage. And this is the thing I was saying before, our A-star movement, where we start at a certain point and the character basically script walks through the passage and the player's not in control during that time. So this does the thing that we were avoiding checking up here. So we don't have to really worry about whether we are exiting, we are entering from a passage. We already know we are exiting through a passage. Then we have this event on passage entered, and that means we are exiting. So we invoke that there, and then here we basically say, do we have a destination zone or not? If we don't have a destination zone, that means that we take from a pool of zones, and then we can just get anything. But for those that have a specific destination, we pass that in. But either way, we go to this function next. All right, so what we do here is we save off next zone data. So that is the zone data, basically the data that's needed to load the zone. So if it's a generic zone, it should have everything. And there's also the spawn in location, which may be a passage, maybe a spawn point, maybe nothing at all because it's a scripted scene. All right, and then from there we say instance transition to zone instance. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, so our instance is this instance of zone manager here, where this manager here handles all of the different zones that we could possibly go through. It's mostly static, but we do have a instance of, it's a singleton that we do a lot of static stuff through, but we do need it to be an instance as well in order to start coroutines off of them. And this coroutine is important here because these are all the different things that are happening as we start up this next zone. And just so you know, this could be a variety of things. This could be us entering a zone for the first time in the playtime of the game, in the runtime of the game. So there is no, this could be us in the editor just pressing play and it's the scene that's currently open. It could be from the main menu, where it's telling us specifically to go to a certain scene first. It could be we're already in the game playing and we're just going through a passage. It could be a lot of things. So transition to zone. Actually, you know what? The specific transition to zone actually only goes from passages, I believe. It's the activate scene, this function down here. So yeah, guess what I said wasn't completely true, but there's a lot to happen when you're going scene to scene. Alright, how's the stream? We're doing three streams multicasting on here. I haven't really figured out how to Gotta work my windows just yet with it. All right. Ooh. There we go. Cool. Okay. So, all right, let's keep stepping through here. Basically, the way I'm doing this is I'm just logically going from the moment they enter the passage to when it's done. I'm just trying to make it work as I go. So we've been requested to go to a new zone. We know we're in a zone already. Trigger a fade out and wait for it to complete. So this basically allows us to have the screen fade out black, or fade in black, I guess. And then I wait a frame just in case, you know, one more frame after that. And then we trigger the on zone deactivated. Now, I don't think we haven't actually deactivated the scene yet, which I wonder if is a problem, because I'm curious. No, this isn't a problem, because what this is doing is a bunch of things that need to happen. This should really be on zone deactivating. I might even change that. Yeah, so this is an event for the zone is deactivating. And then moving on, halt. So this line halts the player from scripted movement, like going through the passage. So as I was talking about before, when we enter the passage, there's a point in which AI movement takes over, and the camera halts and the character just walks through the rest of the passage and the player is not in control. So that's what this does here. And well, actually no, this stops that because we've now faded out the zone. So there's no more reason for this player to be moving at all. He's completely halted. Next, we get the current scene name, and that is the source scene for the zone, and that we're currently in. Now, that could be a generic zone, which is the only one for, or it could be any other zone. So we'll need this for future reference, but we do know that we're deactivating it no matter what, and that's a big reason that zones have their own script over the zone manager, because we need this coroutine to continue, so we can't just deactivate the scene that we're currently doing this logic in. So that happens there, and then after that we get the new zone scene name, and that's easy. It just comes from the script, or the zone data. Actually, they don't even need a function for that. I'm gonna remove this. I had some logic in there before, but I don't think we need it anymore. Okay, then we wait another frame. I think we wait a frame. We wait a couple frames, and I think it's just because we want to make sure. I'll actually write this down. Wait a frame to ensure that the previous scene is fully deactivated. Yeah, if we don't do a yield return null here, we run into potential issues of that scene still being alive. Once we know everything is clear, all of the gameplay scenes are all deactivated, all we have now left are those game manager. There's one scene that does all the game manager stuff that's still active. So the first thing we do is we check if the new scene is already loaded, and hopefully it always is. Especially, I mean, if it's a generic, it should already be. You know, we don't want to do the else logic too often in gameplay because we don't really want to be actually loading scenes. Excuse me. We don't want to actually be loading scenes during gameplay, even if it's between zones. Like, it's going to happen sometimes, but as much as we can reduce that stuff as much as possible, that's great. Because there was a time where I wasn't doing that. I was just loading between each. This is before I introduced the concept of generic scenes, which were just the configuration of props from a pool. And when I had it like that, it was like a second or two between scenes, and like, you don't really want to wait that long between going zone to zone in the game. So once I added the generic stuff, it was like almost instant going zone to zone, which is great. So we're hopefully always in this here, but I like to just code for, you know, there could be a variety of reasons where we're stumbling upon a scene, a zone whose scene is not loaded yet, and so we're just gonna add that in here. So you know, if it's already loaded, then we just activate the scene, and that ends there. So all we're doing, so what activating means is, it really means enabling. So if we go into here of what this deactivating the scene is, what we're actually doing is we're finding the scene, and then we're setting the active state for the root objects of that scene to false. So it's like this massive deactivate. So all these scenes are still loaded in the background, but you know, there's only certain scenes that are enabled. So what we're doing here is we're actually enabling the scene that's already loaded, and our zone script for the scene that is meant to be active will hit its on enable right here. And it's going to see that it's initialized and that it needs to activate the zone, and that's a whole bunch of logic we'll get to shortly. But for now, let's dig a little deeper into, well, what if it's not loaded? Well, if it's not loaded, that actually might be okay. It might not be so bad at what I was talking about before, because it might be a generic zone. Because if a zone is generic, we don't want to load its original scene. We want to load the generic zone to save time in memory. So if it is a generic zone, then we say, okay, new scene is generic, ensure the generic scene is already loaded. So here we're making sure generic scene is already loaded. It should be, but if it's not, then we load it, and then we wait until it's loaded. And because as it's loading, it will automatically become active, we don't need to call active scene on it. So that's all we do. Otherwise, we just say active scene on the generic scene. Now, even if that was the scene that we were using before, we already turned it off, so that's fine. What's going to happen is that zone is going to enable, and then it's going to load the new zone data. And then this last if is truly this is not a generic zone, but this is a new scene that we need to load, and it's not loaded. So we just basically do the same thing that we did with the generic. And then after that, we have a delay before the fade out to prevent fade hitching. Interesting. I don't remember what this is, but okay. I trust myself of the past. So we add another couple frame weights in there, and that's fine. Frames are usually indistinguishable to the people playing. All right. Next, we check to see if the zone has an auto fade out. And I think that's actually something we're gonna change. We're not gonna do that anymore because we kind of just need to leave that up to the zone. So I'm actually gonna remove this. Wait a second. That was the wrong. What did I do? I meant to hit Control X, not Control Z. So we're gonna place this here for now, and I'll get to that in a moment. So I think what's happening here is we've loaded these scenes and we're waiting for them to load, and then we kind of just wait. We just wait a couple frames for those scenes. Basically what's going to happen at this point right here is this zone for the scene is going to wake up and call activate zone, and it either happens on enable because it's already exists, or it doesn't exist and it waits until start, and then it calls activate zone. And there's not a whole lot extra that happens in start. Actually, there's just the destroying, or the disenabling of the global light that we use during editing. And if we're cleaning up our zones properly, this shouldn't even exist. In fact, yeah, we even need to make sure whether this is null or not to even do this. Yeah, we also have this this thing here where any of the props that we were using for designing the levels, they go into a certain folder. We basically need to make sure that they're all deleted because we use them from the pool. Again, this should never happen if we're properly cleaning up scenes when we finish designing them. Okay, so I think we've done everything, because basically what's gonna happen here is the zone wakes up and does everything that it needs to, and then we just say on zone ready invoke. Okay, and that's it. So for this class we should be good. I noticed here we have a function. I want to make sure this is all compilable. It looks like there is a determine zone center, which we should need somewhere. Oh, here we go. It's in zone. Okay, so this actually gets moved to the zone. So some context here. This was actually one class a little while ago, and I had to split it up into a manager and then an instance for the reason I was talking about earlier, where we need that coroutine to continue functioning when we turn off that zone. Okay, and then zone center is also it's a part of here, so we're gonna pull this out. And it's interesting because it says it's static, but I don't think we're gonna make it static anymore, because it's specific to should be specific to zone data. Yeah, and it happens after we already load the zone layout. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So that means everything in Zone Manager is now compiling. It looks like we have this way of obtaining this zone instance that we're not using right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try to clean this up just yet, because fixing zone will reveal what's up in Zone Manager, if there's anything that needs a change in that. So we're gonna start at the activate zone. What's the problem here? The body of activate zone cannot be an iterator block because void is not an iterator interface type. Oh, that's because I... Is that because of that? Private void. Yeah, I don't... Are we doing... Ah, okay, yeah. Oh. Oh. Ooh, okay. I understand why this was in the other one. We're actually just we're gonna bring this back. We're gonna expose it because it does need to be in a actually, where was that in there? Okay, it was after. So we're this is the instance auto fade out, which is not exposed, so we need to create a field that exposes it. Here it is. Interesting. I thought we had... This is the first time we're exposing something. Public bool auto fade out get set. No. We are just providing this here. It doesn't seem like it's... Oh, you know what? Because this needs to be zone instance. There we go. And zone instance should be assigned because at this point the activate is already run. And we've called register new zone, which is the first thing that we do, where we basically say, is this the zone that we've been waiting for to wake up? Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Alright, what up? Be back. Okay, let's see. Meow, I just got a crunchy meow from Zelda. Oh. Hi, Zelda. She's just standing there staring at me like, when are you gonna pet me? When are you gonna pet me? Right now. Alright, Zelda, I gotta work. Alright, so we're in the zone. We are in the zone, working on activate zone. Let's see. So the first thing we do is we register with Zone Manager to know if this is the zone that we've been waiting for, and we get that back. Now, if it is, so we just start doing some of the things that we may or may not be doing depending on how scripted this zone really is. So autoplay music. So if music is not playing and we have autoplay music on, that's when we trigger the idle track for the blood fluence that is currently active. If we dig in here, eventually we're going to find somewhere where we're looking up the blood fluence, I think. Maybe current song set. Yeah, whatever the current song set is. Next, we're turning on gameplay camera if applicable. And so normally we used to just turn on the gameplay camera immediately. It's not always the case now because we have scripted scenes. We also have actually, so I have a to-do here: use passage camera until player character is in position. So we're gonna do that after, but for now we just have the regular activate the camera if we need to. This is gonna be the case most of the time. Okay, what else do we do if we enable zone? So this is the logic that was here before that I'm slowly bringing into that. So this I believe, okay, so is this the zone manager in the destination scene? All right, we don't need this check anymore because we have the check up here, so we can just outright delete this. And this is the else for it. So we're gonna actually bring this all the way up, and the else for that really is just we're not the chosen one right now, so we're deactivating ourselves. So we don't need to do anything with instances anymore. Zelda, I know you want attention. So desperate for attention. Okay. So what's gonna happen here? Okay, so all right, yeah. So now we load the zone. Yay, we're getting progress here. Next, we figure out where to put our player, spawn wise. This should probably be its own function, but whatever. First thing we do is we say, do we auto spawn the player right now? And if we do, then we check the spawn in location that comes from Zone Manager. If it's spawn, okay, I think all of this stuff pretty much just stays as it is. We have, what is the options here? Oh, okay, these are the, so the default for this is, I didn't, jeez. Okay, so I think we can leave everything there. This is basically saying, are we coming in from a passage from another zone into this one? Are we getting just placed somewhere in spawn? Are we not spawning at all? Those are pretty much the options here. So even if we have that none here, oh, you know what? If auto spawn character, or if, wait, no. So if auto spawn character player, I'm trying to think of when this would be none. I'm just gonna have this be something we do in an else here, because if we don't auto spawn, then we do need to make sure that the player character is disabled. No auto spawn, disable the player character. Okay. And then, all right, I'm just gonna drag this stuff all the way up into the rest of that function here. After this switch statement, we determine the zone center. All right, trigger that a new zone has begun to load, set zone state. Oh. I'm surprised this wasn't zone state. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to remember why I had such a thing. So this is a problem here because we can't invoke a event that belongs to another class now. So we'll figure that out in a moment. With this state here, I want to know who's loading and loaded. Switch. Oh, here we go. On enable appearance controller. What is appearance control? Oh, that's all the. Oh, okay. So this has to do with like. Okay, I understand. So we do this around populate zone because as we're adding in all of these assets into the scene, we're basically telling these assets whether they should configure themselves yet or not. And you know, that can be it usually don't want to have them configure themselves until we get into the loaded here, and so that's why we have these events here. So probably just make a function. Zone manager on zone on begin zone. Yep. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to request this. Oh, not fixed with AI. What the? That's usually when I hit Alt Enter, it allows me to create the function. Huh. All right, well, that's annoying. All right, let's just do it. This is public void. Get rid of that. It's static. Okay. Oh, a name already begin. Oh, is it? I'm just gonna say begin loading. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to. Oops, I just screwed that up with a. There we go. So here's where we're invoking. Cool, that worked. Now we're basically gonna duplicate this. We're gonna copy this line here, which is the activated zone. Oops. Copy. Boop. Pop. Done. Okay. Oops. Just smacked the mic. All right. Are we building? No, we're not. We're just. Things are broken, but zone and zone manager are good now. Thank God. All right, so what is our problems here? We have current zone, get zone, scene name. All right, so I think we just do zone scene name there without the parentheses. All right, that's good. Now we have this issue here of passages. We're getting the zone instance and then the passages. Same thing here. Fixed. Just residual updates here. Zone center. Oh, zone center. Zone instance dot zone center. Okay. Okay. I think we got eight errors left. Again, we zone instance. Wait, what is this zone manager here? We have a reference to the zone manager, which we should never need. So we're actually, I actually think that this is just zone now. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly through these. They probably none of this probably makes much sense, but I just need to fly through them. Okay, now everything, actually, yeah, that fixed everything. Okay. Is this going to be the same problem? Oh yeah, we have a zone manager. And we're just going to say he's... Okay, cool. I don't like formally serialized things. I don't know who's trying to get the zone data here. But we're gonna remove, oh my, okay, that, never mind, we're gonna keep that. Gonna keep that. This has no setter, we need to give it a setter. Okay, I understand now, because this is the thing that's, okay. Add a setter, okay, cool. All right. Oh, we got 2 more errors, and we're done. Spawn location to load. I think that's spawn in location, there we go. 1 more error. Edit mode. Oh. Play mode. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. Edit mode. It's right there. What's your problem? Oh, it did some other zone. Okay, we good. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs in the game right here. Okay, so first thing we need to do is hook up those serializations that we screwed up. Oh, this is gonna be bad actually, because we basically had to redo zone entirely. Something's really complaining. Okay, I'm gonna drag this up. Yeah, there's still some things to do here. Zone config is that. Global light is in essentials there. Yeah, I think everything else is probably right. Here's the reference to zone there. I'm hoping that's what's causing a flood of errors at the bottom here. Okay, let's hit clear. Okay, yep, they stopped. I love this song. I can't wait for us to do the heavier version of it too. This is just the idle version. There's a combat version that's even heavier than this that I have right now. It'll come on now. Okay. And I always like, not that I did it just now, but I always have like this issue with muting my mic. I just had the idea, I need like a big red light on my desk that's like, you're muted. I wonder if they make something like that. Whatever. All right, we got a little bit more to go. Let's just try to play the scene and see what happens. Ugh. Oh, we're okay. So that's good. Like that alone is awesome right there. That thing's actually no, we don't have color on these flowers here. I see that we do have a error. All right, and that happened when zone config woke up and activated the zone. Hey, zone config, this is zone. Oh, that's the namespace. Zone activated, loaded the zone, and it tried to get the zone data, and it puked. Because, oh. Okay. Well, let's look. Do we not have a zone data? We do not. Okay. I forgot to do that. That's a big thing I forgot to do. In fact, I think if I just save the... Oh, where's my window for... Supposed to have... The tools? Okay, yeah, tools. These, zone... okay, so if I hit the say... Ooh. Oh, it didn't like that when I tried to do that. Okay, yeah, it just puked when I tried to do that. So let's clear this out. Try it again. All right, the first thing we got was invalid GUI layout state, and I don't know what caused this, but we're gonna ignore that for now because this one makes more sense to us. And basically, it's the same. It's trying to get the zone data, which doesn't exist, which makes sense. Oh, okay, so I understand what's happening. We need to make sure that zone... Oh, no, zone shouldn't be. All right, we're gonna debug and try this. We're into the OST songs now. We got through the loopables. That's pretty good. We've been streaming for an hour and the soundtrack's been going for that long and still has a little bit more to go. But yeah, we have about an hour on the soundtrack right now for just playing through. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna save zone and this is gonna trigger. Okay, so we're gonna step into here. Zone is null. Okay, that's bad. Zone config utility does not have a reference to the zone. Why not? Let's go back in here and check it out. Interesting. So it's not listed there by default. But if I open this up, there it is. It is missing. Now it's not. Try again. Clear errors. Save zone. It was doing things. I got some errors, but they look like just GUI stuff. The save assets, interesting. But either way, we have zone data in there now. Okay, cool. So now when we load, we hopefully will have the color on those assets. This is just a lightweight little test scene that I have where I test prefabs and behavior. Oh, and okay, and that still did not work. Alright, so we complained on the initial player spawn. Interesting. No, it didn't do that. Did it complain on zone data? Oh, no, that's... Huh. Very strange. We're gonna try that again. This time we're going to debug. Okay, so we do have a null on zone data. Now, is that shouldn't be the case because zone is not null. But zone data is. That's so strange. What's the call stack here? Oh. Okay, no, this ain't working like it should be. Oh yeah, it's not in here anymore. I hit save. It's in there. I'm gonna save the scene. Let's try to play it and see what happens. I wonder if I can update my Steam wish lists. And now it's gone. Something's changing it. Interesting. Who's making the zone data? Who's assigning zone data? Okay, this one is... That's getting it. Actually, we'll kill the set. Okay, it's used one place. Oh, it's used here. It's that one that we just added, that's right. So... if data is null, interesting. Why would I'm gonna breakpoint on these because this should be. Wait, let me see another thing. If I manually drag it in, prefab sandbox. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'll play it. Meantime, I'm gonna see if my wish lists have gone up at all. We have a... Oh, I forget to hit save. Ooh, we have 303 wish lists now. We've gone up by 6. Thank you very much, people. Means a lot. Slowly getting there. Oh, so slowly. How do I... I'm trying to figure out how to update it. Okay, now we're back in here. We're gonna play the game, see what happens. Real 3 and save. Okay, hey, we're working now. We have color. We do have duplicate assets here. I can tell they're over the top of each other, but I know how to fix that. Okay, so the next question, oh, but wait, hold on a second. That was because, actually, I didn't actually fix anything. I only manually assigned it, which is not something I want to do. So I'm gonna say, we're gonna revert this back to what it should be, which is none. And then we're gonna save the zone, which puts it in there. I think it's because it's not making it dirty, because if you look here, access is denied. If you look here, it's not bolded like it should be that it's changed. Now I bet if I reload this scene, it goes away. Yep. Okay. How do we fix this? Yeah, let's see. Because this is... Yeah, who's calling the set on this? Zone data. Okay, yeah, it goes here. The thing is we do mark everything. We do set dirty. Let's set dirty on zone as well. Yeah, I think that's probably what the problem is, because we had different, like, I don't know. Script layout was different before, so let's try it again. Save zone. There it is. Now it's bolded. Okay, cool. So now if I save, that worked. Wow. I reload the scene, click zone. There it is. It's good. Okay, let's play it. Next thing we're going to try is going through one of the passages. Now, this is just a test scene. So the way that I have the passages working is that when you go through one passage, it just enters you right back into the same zone. So let's see what happens. Okay, nothing. I could already tell something. Okay, we got an exception. Instance was null. Now, instance was null. Ah, of course. I actually am surprised we got this far without me making this change. We need a zone manager, a non-static one, and I guess we got by all that time with just having the static one, but now we need a real one. So call this zone manager, and that is also what we are going to put on it. Save that up. All right. Oh, wow. The soundtrack finished. How long have we been live for? An hour and a few minutes. Cool. All right. So that's fixed now. Let's play again. We got both the big ones in the bed here. They're starting to argue a little bit. They're starting to fight. Alright, so we're gonna go into the passage. Ooh, we getting something. Okay, we got a little further that time. Interesting. We didn't get an error, but we also did not get the next scene, which is actually this scene. We did disable it, so this is good. I actually kind of want to try. Oh man, we actually should. We need another thing we should do is update the generic zone is generic zone, and we're gonna, oh, the generic zone is gonna be interesting because it doesn't always have a zone data. Oh yeah, we actually need to do a little special logic with that, so this isn't gonna work just yet. Oh man. Okay, so let's try to figure out what just happened and why we didn't end up opening the new zone. So we're gonna wait for this one to start up, which it has. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna take away these breakpoints because we don't need them anymore. In fact, we're gonna look at all our breakpoints and we're just gonna remove anything that we don't need. So now we're gonna go to Zone Manager and we're gonna look at Transition to Zone Coroutine. So we know it did the fade in because we saw it. We know it halted. We know it deactivated the scene. There's no other evidence of us doing anything after this point, so we're gonna breakpoint there. Then we're also going to breakpoint on the activate zone. So this will be fun to see what happens. Start the debugger. Okay. So we got to where we knew we would get to, which is, oh, very strange. Small combat. This is not the right zone data. Interesting. We went back. Okay, this is very strange. I'm actually going to terminate this, and I'm going to take this right from the start of zone passage. On trigger enter. The moment we get in there. This is very strange. I'm actually going to take a look at the passages and see what. It was the West Passage. Oh wait, actually I don't need to do that. I just have to look at, oh, we don't have destination zones on any of these. We should. That's weird that it had one already. Actually, let me go to the prefab. Maybe it's, is it in here? We configured already? No, it's not. So weird. Probably should commit my changes so I don't screw something up, but all right, we're gonna manually do this. I feel strange about this, why we were getting, like, why we were having that issue. It makes sense why it wasn't working, but it doesn't make sense why we had like a phantom zone data in there. I'm just gonna try with this one now though and see what happens. We're still debugging. No, we're not. It's okay. Alright, I'm actually going to take a look at the zone manager and see in the debug mode what's going on. Okay, it's giving us no information. Okay, so same thing happened. So we're we're basically just going to debug it. Wait for it to start up. Hello, Zelda. There we are. By the way, if you're new to the channel or just swinging by, welcome. I've been making this game all on my own for a long time. Follows are much appreciated. I gotta get my notifications set up actually, because I only get notifications for follows on Twitch, not any of the others. Okay. So here we are. Nope, we're not. We gotta walk through the passage. Oh, okay, we're... Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so we are where we want... Wait, oh, maybe we're not. Hold up, what just happened? We didn't break point, but we're like frozen. Okay. The zone is enabled. Okay, we gotta start it all over. Something happened, I'm not really sure. Okay, we're attaching. Breakpoints are where they need to be. Okay, that time it worked. All right, so we halt the player. Yep. Do all the things. Invoke that. And so the big thing I want to see here is what is the zone data to load. Destination zone is null. That's not supposed to be the case. Let's kill this. We already know it's wrong. What's happening here? Interesting. So, well, these things are assigned. Oh, it's assigned on here too. Interesting. So I'm gonna play and see what happens. Okay. Destination zone is now nothing. Okay, I bet I know what's going on. It's the same issue as I did before, maybe. Because, yeah, this is empty now. And these ones are empty now. God, I hate this. Okay, yeah, these should not be missing. Okay. I think we have like another issue of dirtifying. This is in zone layout. Oh, you know what it is? It's being loaded into. We never hit save. You need to save the zone now that they're in there. Now play. Now they should say, okay, that was silly. In fact, that's why I have that edit mode on zone, because it automatically saves the zone every time we hit play. I should turn that on. So let's confirm. Yep. Okay. This is good now. We go here. Destination zone. Okay, cool. So that might have been the problem to begin with, but let's see what happens. Okay. Well, nothing. Okay. Alright, we gotta debug. Oh, actually, wait, no. We debugged too early. We gotta play again. Why is it taking so long? We're not debugging still. No, we're not. Okay, something's wrong here. It's packing Sprite Atlas. Yeah, I think maybe, oh man, I don't want to restart Unity. But it looks like I must. Oh, wait. Oh, it's doing something different now. Okay, it just took its time. Wow. Okay. Alright, so we want to debug now before we go into the passage. It's not finding it. It's not finding the breakpoint, which means we're not actually attached. I'm gonna try that again. Maybe I do need to restart the editor. I think I gotta restart the editor. Unfortunately. Gonna restart Ryder as well. Let's update my goals here and tasks. Phone transitions. Okay, then we'll open up the C# project. Okay, let's hit play. Okay, now we try to attach, and hopefully it just works this time. think it worked. All right, now we go through. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna look at is what is our destination zone. Okay, there it is. All right, beautiful. That's what we want to see. So I think we can actually just undo that and skip ahead to here. Yep. Prefab sandbox is the name of the scene that we want. The old one is the same as well, but we deactivated it, so that's good. If we take that away, interesting. It's not. I wonder if the editor didn't update yet, because that should be deactivated. But actually, we can. Let's see. We're going to step once. I don't know. Uh-oh. Did we just... I think we just lost the debugger. Weird. All right, we gotta try it again. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. We're gonna attach again now. I'm gonna try to stream more often. I think I basically need to live, breathe, and eat everything this game until August for Anime New York City. Get that demo done in time for that event. Okay. I actually think the issue is this yield return. No. I wonder. So this shouldn't be interesting. Okay, the deactivating the scene. Okay, this is the same issue I had before when these classes were the same. And it's because when zone deactivates, it was killing this coroutine, but this coroutine is now part of another. Oh, gameplay persistent. Oh, this one. Hold up, we did not deactivate the right thing. Why? Okay, I see what's happening. Oh, what is yeah, I mean, I see what's happening, but why is it happening? Basically, our gameplay essentials are disabling. Oh, because they're part of this scene. Okay. Hold up. So does that mean I need to mark them as persistent? I guess I haven't done that. I haven't done that. Look at that. It's still at the top there. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how to even do that. Delayed action manager. Let's see what this does to. There's like a way to say it's persistent. Or don't destroy on load, that's what it is. Duh. Don't destroy on load this game object. Okay. So on awake, we're just gonna, oh, there it is right there. It's commented out. Okay. That doesn't make sense. Hopefully not. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that doesn't cause other, I wonder why I disabled that. I'm getting kind of hungry over here. Okay. So, all right. So let's let it rip. See what happens. Ooh, we got an error. That's good. That's good. Scene is invalid. Interesting. So it's when we're trying to... It's when we're deactivating the scene. It doesn't like us deactivating. Scene at... let's just start over and let's debug this one, because it'll be better to be able to see the fields in the debugger. Okay. Hopping through. Okay, here it is. Okay, so the scene is null, so that's bad, obviously. Oh, get scene. The scene name is don't destroy on load. Why would that be? Oh, that's strange. Get current scene name. Instance game object scene. Oh, where's this coming from? What class are we in right now? Zone manager. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Absolutely. Okay, we figured it out. Figured it out, friends. Current scene. What we want to do here is we want to get zone instance, and yeah, that's the one we use instead. So let's see what happens now. Let's just let it rip. Okay, a little further. It looks like we just didn't know where to go, because the scene turned back on, which is good. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. All the things I had disabled are now turned on because they were at the root. That makes sense. Where is our player character though? That is the question. He is just completely non-existent right now, it would seem. So that's going to be in managers, player character manager. Here we go. Where is he? Oh, he is just falling. He is just falling. Let's set him. Oh, he's falling again. All right, so we didn't know where to put him, clearly. And okay, so this is good. This is good. And we already know that some of the zone spawning stuff is a little funky right now. In fact, I might even already know why this is happening. Because if destination zone is not null, we never end up set. Oh wait, no, we say cardinal direction. No, spawn in location does have a should have a value. So we're actually going to breakpoint here now. Let's get rid of all breakpoints and let's put it there. All right, let's give it a try again. Okay, here we are. All is well. We're gonna skip ahead because music was already playing, so we're good. We activate the camera, which interesting. I didn't think about that before. The camera was the camera on? No, I don't think it was. Let's step into this. Trying to think, how does the camera know what target to look at? Oh, okay, we actually got an issue here. We're requesting gameplay and it's trying to say we don't have gameplay, though we do. Get value if our target cam out is null. Target cam, okay. Camera manager is struggling right here for some reason. I'm gonna kill the debugger and we're gonna take a look at camera manager. Interesting, that shouldn't have been true. Don't understand. We give priority to gameplay. All right, so that would have at least gone to him falling. Okay. Interesting. This is a strange one. There's not multiple camera managers, are there? No. Okay, I think we got to start over. Okay. We're gonna yeah, we're just gonna do exactly what we've already done, which is Putting our breakpoint there. Okay. Skip forward. Okay, so camera manager instance. There's only one of them. It's good. There is camera slots. Yep. Gameplay and interaction. Value. Value is null. Why? Okay. Well, I just... Oh, look at this right here. This is not an overridden and awake. That's the problem. We need to... Wow, that's sneaky. So that's never worked. Interesting. That was a sneaky one. We were never calling awake because there was a parent class that had awake defined. I think that was what was happening. I don't know. In that event, what happens? Is it the child that gets called or the parent that gets called? I think it was the parent getting called because it was treating it like a new. Oh no, maybe not. Who's calling us? Beat sound effect tester. Music trigger test. Oh, interesting. Yeah, one thing we should do is dump all of this stuff right into zone. Yeah. I don't think that fixed it, unfortunately. Take another look at this. Let's just breakpoint in there and make sure we hit there ever. Okay, we're in here. So camera slots right now has nothing. Oh yeah, I should have thought about that before because camera slots had stuff in it before. It's just that the values were empty. And the values still are empty. Interesting. This does not work. This equals on here does not work. Interesting. I imagine we're just gonna have to do an add instead, and that'll create that pair for us automatically. Alright, I'm gonna change that. I'm going to run and put something in the microwave real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, what do we got here? We figured out the camera issue for sure. Now, this is only one problem. There's still the problem of why he's falling through the world. Also a problem why we have cycle passages here. I'm gonna refresh. See if that replaces it. Ah. Oh yeah, we always have the wrong passages here. That's very interesting. It doesn't matter though for now. Wow, is the camera still not working? It's not. Oh my god. Okay, we're breakpointed. Starting. It's crazy to me that how, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be floored. Right now it's empty. But oh, it's because the reference is null. Why is the reference null? The reference wasn't null before. Okay, hold on. This is a different problem. So it wasn't how we were assigning them before. That was right. It's the problem that this camera manager has null references. But when I look at the camera manager in the editor, they're not null. Oh, because they haven't registered yet. Okay. They haven't registered yet. So when we register a camera, oh, this is so dumb. We never actually assign. Oh no, we do. Never mind. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I think everything is working exactly how it's supposed to, because when we're trying to do the camera work, they're not in the scene yet because they belong to the zone. Ah. All right. And that is therefore why. Okay. I have to think about this then, because we're basically saying activate zone. See, oh, you know what? Okay, I think what has to happen is camera registrar needs to happen early in the scene, earlier in the scene. So we actually need to change our project settings. Go to script execution order, and we need to find camera registrar. I don't think camera registrar has any other. Oh, went too far. My eyes are just glossing over. Camera. Oh, you know, it's probably in a name. It's in a camera extensions. There it is. Okay. So we're just gonna drag this up. It doesn't really have any other dependencies other than camera manager. And then camera manager, I don't think has a dependency on Cinemachine Brain. No, that's just getting the component. Well, so camera, okay, when does this registrar stuff happen? I'm also, oh. Oh, this is not, okay, hold up. So the camera registrar is only registering during start and then on destroy. So that doesn't actually make sense why it's null after the fact. It doesn't make any sense at all, actually, because I thought this would have enabled and disabled. Okay, no, we have a different problem. I'm really confused. Oh, this is strange, because it's only on start. It should be on enable too, though. Should it? No. Not right now, but I could see it happening. Yeah. It should be on enable. I'm kind of curious. We're just gonna play it and I'm gonna do a little bit of debugging. I don't think we actually needed that camera registrar there. I don't think that's actually what's happening anymore. By the way, if you're just tuning in, hello. I'm Eric, also known as Cosmocat, and I'm making this game. If you haven't already, please consider follows, as they help me a lot. I also have my link tree in the description for all things related. Okay, let's see. We're in Awake now. These things haven't. So let's actually just. Let's. We attach to register. Okay, yep, and here we are. We're registering. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I get it now. It all makes sense. We're updating this reference, but that reference doesn't actually update the map. Okay. Okay. We got this now. So I'm actually gonna go back to the way I was doing it before. And we're gonna go down here to registration. I do feel like this isn't done yet. Like there's gonna be other issues. But we'll get to those in time. Okay. This, I think, should fix our problem. Also, if you're watching me on Kick, today is the first time I'm on Kick. So you have the chance to be my first follower. I don't have notifications hooked up though, so I won't know if you do. All right, let's see. Let's go through the passage. Let's see what happens. Come on, follow it. Man, I am so frustrated. I am so frustrated by all of this. Okay. Oh, we started up again. Try again. We're going to... Alright, let's debug. Alright, what's happening? Let's go through. Okay. Let's just take a look right now. What is in the camera slots? Okay. Okay, no, we're good now. This should have worked. Gonna activate camera. Gonna go in there. Go up and then into, okay, this should, yep, okay, cool. We have the gameplay CC, yep, blend time 0, good. Set internal, okay, immediately we're kicked out, and it's because current cam is already now. Now, this is interesting because that would assume, oh man, yeah. So current cam, what's the priority on this one right now? It's 0. Who set it to 0? Was there something that... Is it because I added the on enable? I wonder if it is. I feel like this is all stuff that needs to change and like be reworked soon. I'm like just trying to get it to work right now, but like I can see there's some design issues with how I've had this camera registration class set up, especially once we start going between zone to zone in different zones. Right now we're going from one zone to the same zone. Oh, okay, that worked. It was the on enable that screwed everything up. Okay, that's all I need right now. All right, so camera's working now. Now we need to figure out why is the spawn location not working. So we're going to restart. Okay, start it up. Let's get the debugger pumping. Let's go down to auto spawn player. Okay, we know everything before that works fine. Into the zone, and oh no, I actually forgot to hit the breakpoint. Whoops. All right. Wait. Maybe I didn't. I'm confused now. Okay, we're attached. Go through again. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so this should be true. It is. We go into here. Spawn in location should be spawn. Oh, it's no, it's west, obvious. Okay, yeah, it says west. Okay. All right, so this goes to default then. All right. Good so far. West, cardinal direction, and is entrance. Ah, I bet it's not an entrance. And this is null. Yep. Okay. I understand now. All make sense. So this is just another config issue. Oh. These are marked as entrances. What are they in here? They are marked as an entrance. Oh, no, there's something more going on here. Let's look at that line a little closer. So we're basically saying, of all the passages, oh, I wonder if passages was not populated yet? Because it was basically saying get cardinal direction, which is, yeah, okay, yep. And does it equal, oh, wait a second. East, north, south, west, none. East, north, south, west. Okay, that's a weird way I'm doing it. I don't like that, but whatever. I bet passages is... Passages. Oh man, I'm getting so hungry now. Zone passages 0. There we go. That's the problem. We never populated these in the prefab. So there's north 1, north 2, west 1, east 1, south 1, south 2. Okay. I have confidence that we will get a little further than we did last time. Oh, yes, it worked. Cool. Awesome. We are working. Let's go to all the passages. Just make sure. Awesome. Okay, cool. I think this east one should go to the east. I'm not sure how the north 2 and south 2 will handle it. I think they actually might go to north 1 and south 1. Yeah, this is gonna pop up over here. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Because there's some additional things to. Oh, interesting. This is a biome change. That's funny. Interesting that it didn't choose the right biome walls. Yeah, interesting. I wonder if that's... Sinistrute. Oh yeah, because they're not configured. I wonder why that is. I'm gonna save this and then try again, see what happens. No, that's good. I think we're working pretty much as we want to be working. Now there's some things that, so some improvements and changes I want to make, and you know, that's just something I'm gonna just carry on with. But well, that's good. All right, let's see if I fix the wall thing. Let's go to Sinistrute again. There we go. Now we got different walls for the Sinistrute. Cool. One of the things I'm actually gonna do now, because I was in Zone Passage, was we actually go in the opposite facing direction. That's a weird way to do it. Wait, why didn't, oh, there we go. Now this should have us going like coming in the same direction that we left the zone. So if we're going north, then we come in from the south as we're continuing to travel north. Alright, so I should go through this north exit and pop out the south one. Nice. Same way. Cool, cool. Perfect. Okay, cool. And the cool thing about this is it's going to itself too, which is a strange corner case. But it really just means that that it should be working. Now another thing to try is, actually this would be a good thing to try. Let's duplicate sandbox 1. Okay, so we're in sandbox 1 now. It's a duplication of it. We're gonna save. We're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna say save zone, which it creates its own, and save that. And what's something we can do to make this look different? Let's just let's take this flower here. Just put it in the center here. And then we're gonna save zone. And the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have the other destination zone. Okay. So we're gonna open this up now and drag in prefab 1. Now what this should do is toggle between these zones. We'll know whether this flower is in the center or not. So it's an interesting one because this is actually going to go to a zone that's not already loaded, and the first time it loads it, it's going to the first time we transition, it's going to load it. So it will take a little bit longer, but I'm not even sure it's going to work. So we'll see. Let's give it a try. So we are in the first one because the flower's not in the center. Come on, let's do it. Okay, this is not what we wanted to see. So what went wrong? Oh, it tried to load generic zone. Interesting. Is see, oh, it's marked as a generic zone. That's not right. Okay, I understand why. I understand why it didn't work because. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, they shouldn't be generic zones. It makes sense why they broke. We'll give it another shot. But that is actually nice because that was an example of something marked as a generic zone, but we didn't load the generic zone on just editing the scene, which is really good. Because we don't need to do that when we're designing a scene. All right, let's try this again. Let's hope this works. Nope. Okay, this time it didn't even load the other. Interesting. Couldn't be loaded because it has not been added to the active. Oh, so silly. So silly. Seamless. Okay, it was a silly mistake. I hate that you have to do that. So basically it didn't have knowledge of the scene. Yeah. Oh, it worked. Okay. Now we're on the other one. Let's go back. Oh no, now we're back to the no, we didn't change the second time. That's interesting. That's real interesting. And that's because both zones right now are active. Oh, very undesirable. Okay. Interesting. So that means it wasn't it's not deactivating when it's. Okay, wait, no. Oh, now it's all screwed up. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. All right. Well, friends. Had a couple hours. Been fun. Thank you for swinging by, those who did. And I'm gonna try to be doing more just casual streams like this, starting out just an hour or two, a couple hours, 3 hours maybe, and just doing more over time, but just trying to get back into doing them more regularly again. We have this demo coming up in August for Anime New York City, which is it's just so much work to be done to get to that goal in 2 months, which is like literally no time at all. It's gonna be crazy. But yep. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out, people. And if you're new, please follow. It's a massive help to me. And yeah. Oh, Proper Duck. Thank you. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. All right. See you later, friends.